Hi, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome again to today's talk. This is my second talk for today. I think this will probably be pro tip 14 or, oh no, 15. I think I've done 15, 16, 17 or 18, something. I'll see what the number is when I go to post it. But I have to share a thing, and if my son-in-law was posting, I would hate to steal his thunder, but he doesn't post things, so I'm going to steal his. I mean, he gave such a in church on Sunday. He gave in the men's hour where the men gather together. He gave the lesson, and I won't go into all the details of the lesson, but part of it was so profound. A little nugget of wisdom from his dad, who was a long time salesman, and his brother is in the same business. But he summed up the secret to their success, and I felt like this is so profound that you could offer. I would probably learn more from this one phrase. I mean, than my whole MBA. Can you imagine a college offering an MBA course, and the course lasted 10 minutes, and it was one quick lesson. It was a pro tip like this. See what you think. I mean, my son was giving a lesson in a slightly different, more of a church concept, how we minister to our brothers and sisters. But he made the connection to his dad's sales tip, and said that it's almost the same thing. But so much of life is just showing up. But here's the tip: call your customers, and when they call you, call them back. I tell you, I have been, kind of a change of gears here, but me and my wife have been trying to get some replacement windows for our house, right? And I cannot believe how difficult it has been to get people to call you back. It's like, they must have their whole summer planned and have it full of their docket full, so they don't bother to call you back. It's strange. I cannot find an installer. We have this nice guy at Home Depot that we're dealing with right now on maybe possibly get our windows there. And I said, I've got to figure out how I'm going to get them installed, because the estimate that their installers gave me was more than I wanted to pay. So he's been throwing out some names, and I call and leave messages. No one calls back. My sister has a great window installer, and I loved the price she had for something like 19 windows or 17 windows on her house or something. And I said, well, give me the name of your guy. I called him, left a message. He doesn't call back. The place where he bought windows, I thought, well, maybe they have another installer. I'll call and give them a spreadsheet of all my house windows and the rough measurements, and try to get an estimate from them and see if they've got an installer for me. I email them. They don't email me back. I don't know what it is. Is this, I just can't imagine this happening in Japan. You know, they understand that the customer is king, and the customer is everything. Call them, and when they call you, I'll call them back. Simple concept. I seems to separate the men from the boys. Those that are hungry or want to be successful and those that don't. I just can't. We lived in Japan many years, and my wife keeps reminding me, she says, this would never happen in Japan. And I believe it. The customer is king in Japan. I mean, at McDonald's, you're overwhelmed with the level of service they give you. They wrap things 12 times and bring the food out to your table. If you, I don't know. But they are just, and it's not because, this gets back to the concept I talked about in a video a little bit back about the Japanese way of training their employees. There is one company here in the United States that I think has captured this. Have you been to a In-N-Out burger lately? I'm so impressed with the level of training and the level of service that you get there. I'm so impressed. It's not, kind of military-like, which is good. Oh my heavens. In Japan, they tell you how to do it, they show you how to do it, and then watch you do it and critique you, and a 3-step process to make sure you are trained. This does not happen, other than a few random places. In-N-Out Burger is one of them. I'm just so impressed with them. I can't eat that food anymore, but I don't eat that food anymore. Or maybe if I was traveling and once a year or something, I'd let myself have it. But anyways, call your customers, and when they call you, call them back. It's such a good piece of wisdom, and I don't know, that concept has been, it is almost gone in the United States. But yet they want their tips. Everywhere you go, even, well, maybe not McDonald's, but fast food joints, if you pay on the machine, boy, that asks you what kind of a tip you're gonna leave. Tip for what? In Japan, there's no such thing as tipping. For the most part, on rare occasions, above and beyond exceptional service in different scenarios you might get. But here in the United States, it's expected, and you should know, it's our job, the customer's job, to know what an employee is being paid so we can tip enough to compensate for their low salary. The concept is just backwards. It's so screwed up. I love going to Japan, going out to eat restaurants, and no tip. Great service and no tip. It's out of hand. I remember when I was growing up, maybe if you're going to a sit-down restaurant and the waitresses come there, a 10% tip was, and in Europe, that's all the people leave these days, 10% tip. My tip is frequenting their business. All right. Well, and so it's so strange. Yeah, I'll tip you by coming back and frequenting your business if the service is good and if the food is good. That's my tip. Oh my heavens. It's so out of hand here in the States. Now everywhere you pay, I don't even think 10% is on there anymore. 15%, 20%, 30% tip. Are you kidding me? It's not my job to pay your employees. Pay them what they deserve, and if you have to, raise prices and see when the customers stop stop coming to your joint. Supply and demand, it'll work itself out. Yeah, you can pay your customer. I mean, on the whole, right now, we for a couple of reasons, for health reasons, I don't eat out for the most part. On a rare occasion, I'll maybe have a Jersey Mike sandwich, and even then, my wife makes me feel a little bit guilty because she said, "You don't know how much salt they've got in that meat and blah blah blah, and how much sugar they got in that bread." And she's probably right. So we make all our own food, and we know exactly what's in it, and we're healthier for it. But as far as tips go in restaurants, man, you pay your employees what they deserve, charge what you think you have to, and figure out when your customers stop coming. You'll know you're charging too much. I mean, I think almost every restaurant is. I mean, it's just ridiculous. The inflation these days is so ridiculous. So, anyways, supply and demand. It finds the equilibrium and the balance where things will, pay your kids to come to $20 an hour or $15 an hour to come to some fast food restaurant and give bad service? No, thank you. Anyways, I just so I don't know, frustrated with the whole economy and inflation and all that thing, and I have my opinion on who caused it, but I won't state it here. So that's my tip for today. And thank you for listening. Bye-bye.